first rendition of the Feast of Fizban, episode 1. We're cooking some tilapia tonight, and we're going to also get rid of some bugs and stuff like that in here. So, let's see, how do we need to set this up? There we go. Looks a little tilted. Gotta get our levels right. But I certainly appreciate you being here. I'm just gonna go through a little bit of the setup right now. I know that I have kitchen's pretty small. Nothing wrong with that. I just wanted to kind of go over what the thought process is for this stream. It's going to be very, very short. There's not going to be a whole lot of communication with people responding in the chat right away. I don't have like a separate computer right now, so thought I could use my son's Twitch channel or Twitch access to look at chat. So let's go ahead and do that. I kind of want to see also let's see. I want to see whether I can turn on Twitch here, turn off the volume, and use his. Does he have Twitch on here? He does. Okay. Sweet Jesus. He does. He does have Twitch on here, so I could actually use his. Oh God. Nice. Well, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. Okay. We're here. We're live. Let's see. Let's go ahead and I should remove the, let's see about, I want to see whether, sorry, I'm just testing a few things out. I appreciate your patience with me. Thank you so much. I just want to test out something and see whether it plays. Whether it plays. So, I think I have to have OBS open. So, I don't know how this works necessarily. If I have a broadcast on. No, I may not be able to do that. That's okay. That's okay. It's all right. No big deal. Big deal. Welcome everybody to the stream. I appreciate you being here. We're going to go ahead and get going. First things first, I like getting everything kind of set up first before I go into any kind of heat-related cooking. That means getting things cut up, getting things. There's my cutting board. Getting things cut up, getting things ready, moving in the right direction for us to get delicious things on our plate. That's essentially it. So a few things which I do like to do is also get the pepper and salt ground up also. Grinding up pepper and salt is of paramount importance. But I also want to drain the lemons a little bit first. That's going to be, so I'm going to cut up lemons. I'm going to cut up onions. And I already have garlic minced. Minced garlic is already there. Don't really need to worry about that. So we don't have any need for that. Let's see, how do I do this? Can I set this up so it's just chat only, apply. Excellent. We have a regular lemon. We're going to cut that up first. I don't like lemons being super juicy and have like an uncontrolled drizzle over my tilapia. So let me see if I can find the knife. Pull out the knife and chop off the ends. have to remove. We gotta remove the nib. Gotta remove the nib. I mean, not the nib, but the label. So I like cutting it into fairly, because we're not going to be cooking with any of these in there. I just want them mildly squeezable. So if you have too big of a piece, it's not squeezable. If you have too little of a piece, then it's just a mess. So I don't know if you can see, but I've cut one lemon into 4 fairly thick slices that I'm going to just kind of let sit there and let a little bit of juice out of them before I get cooking. Then I want to cut my onions up. So lemons, onions, garlic, main ingredients. Also going to use, this is actually, most of my ingredients are really cheap. There are a few which are a little bit of an investment, but I do think is really, really worth it. I also got Himalayan salt here. Himalayan salt is the shit. I really, really like it. So, this is, let's just do 160. All right, there we go. It's pink rock salt, pink salt. And then I like buying whole peppercorns. And I don't know why, but in my years of using whole peppercorns to cook with, I prefer to get a brand that uses a cork top. I feel like they end up being more aromatic and they retain more moisture as you're using a lot. I don't need to use a whole lot of this, but it does retain its moisture in my experience better. So I mean, if you are looking for cooking tips, these end up being fuller and smell better and are actually spicier. You don't really think about peppers being spicy. It is a spice, but it's not necessarily spicy. And then I'm going to also chop up a yellow onion, about half of this actually. I don't need the whole thing. My son hates onions, so little Fizz hasn't developed his taste buds to a phenomenal level yet. So I'm going to just cut into that. I'm not like the best cook, not by a long shot. But I do enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. I try and do interesting things. I try and make things taste good. I mean, I don't really care how it looks. I'll try and plate something for you. It'll be fucking hilarious. All right, so there's part of the onion that I want. I should actually bring this. Sorry, I'm gonna bring my garbage can over a little closer. Out of sight so you don't have to see my gross garbage can. Ugh. What happened to this? Whatever. But this is just all part of the prep. All part of the prep, all part of the process. And can you see me cutting? Okay, you can't see me cutting. All right. So I'm gonna cut this nice and thin all the way through. And I'll show you how much onion this is. It's not a whole lot. I can pick it up just like this. Let me show you. So it's only about a handful of onion. So I'm going to go ahead and, so I'll cut it one way, cut it in half, put the half down, then I cut it one way, nice and thin, like probably, no, that's just an onion slice, but this is about how thick I slice it, about a half an inch. So then I'll slice it a little bit thicker going the opposite direction. And then what I sometimes like to do is actually just use a little plate because I might need to cut some other things. I actually don't have to cut anything else, but so I don't want to waste a big plate. Anyway, figuring it out as we go. And so we have the onions, we have the pepper, we have the lemons, Now I'm gonna use my mortar and pestle. If you ever have an opportunity, this is a key ingredient to, oh, this is the first one, but get yourself a mortar and pestle. Get yourself a stone one. This one's marble. I'm kind of looking for a better one. I don't know, just kind of looking for a better one to try, and it just doesn't, it's a little bit small. Like I'd like to have one that's a little more bowl shaped, like almost like a cereal bowl. Or maybe a little bit, I don't know, like a small cereal bowl. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a pinch of pepper and probably about 30 peppercorns. I don't know, just like a little handful right there. That's how many, that's all you need. Drop them in there. And I don't actually need to grind them up. So, grind them up. Yo, what up? Hello, Mark, how you doing, man? So, how's your day, man? Thank goodness you're taking. I'm so happy to have you in the chat. So I know not everybody is super into fish. I'm not super into fish. I like tilapia. I like tilapia. But you know, it's an easy food. If you're home, or if you're making dinner for like a significant other, girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, you know, husband, whatever, this is a good dish. So to recap, so far we have our lemon cut, we have our onion cut. All right. I've just ground the pepper, and I put that pepper. I'm gonna put that pepper inside of a little container because I'm gonna want to use this liberally. Make sure there's no water in any container you're about to put it in. I didn't prepare 100% here, so I think I'm just gonna use a little glass bowl, which is fine. That is right. One does not simply. There's not a whole lot of pepper there, although it may just be a small bowl. I'm going to go ahead and grind up a smidge more. So maybe, I think my estimation of how much pepper this would need, there's going to be 3 big fillets. So what you want to do is you want to kind of crush everything down. Now there's going to be no alerts today, so please do not choose any alert stuff. I don't have an ability to see. Oh, what up, Avarock? What's up, Avarock? How you doing, man? It's good to see you. I'm actually watching myself on this. As long as I don't move around a lot, I think it doesn't fragment any. So, now we have a significant amount of pepper. You know what? I was kind of just going on. So, I mean, if you're purchasing things for the kitchen, if you want to use peppercorns, which are phenomenal, buy yourself a peppercorn bottle that has a cork top, not a plastic top. Plastic tops lose all their moisture. They tend to put, you know, they put, whatchamacallit, they put little, sometimes they'll even put a silica packet, or it's almost as, it dries it out really fast. So I mean, I want to be able to use my pepper, I want to be able to smell good, and shake it up every once in a while. Make sure that like, you get some of the peppercorns on the bottom, because man, you can smell it. You can smell it just pouring out of there. Now, salt, I'm going to use coarse Himalayan pink rock salt. Bought a whole bunch of it. This is the Costco brand, and so my goal is to try and cook something for y'all once a week. I got myself a tripod for the very purpose of doing that, and you know, I just like to kind of, and I want to upload all these to the YouTubes and whatnot, because that's interesting. I don't think a lot of people, you know, you just kind of either one, you don't know anything about the kitchen, you don't know anything, and that's okay. You don't have to know a whole lot about the kitchen. Now, I like to make sure that I have a lot of salt available. I try not to use it all, but I want to have it available. And I'm going to grind up over a ton of salt here. But again, also, I do not want this to be super fine. I want there to be some coarseness in here, but not enough where you're gonna like, crunch down on a piece of salt. All right. So that's probably enough. I got a lot of pepper. I'll go ahead and dump this salt out on the other side of this, and then just try not to mix the bowl. I'll try not to mess the bowl up. I'll try. And of course, of concern of mine, hopefully I'm not losing like. All right, sweet. It's still using some power, like a significant amount of power. I might have to figure out a way to plug in my phone here. All right. All right, so we have salt, we have pepper, we have onion, lemon. Next, we're gonna make sure that we get our. This is what we're cooking. I got 3 tilapia fillets. They're pretty fucking big, dude. I mean, these things are like, right? I mean, they cover up the whole Twitch symbol. Fucking Twitch tilapia, dude. So I gotta make sure, you always want to make sure that you are going to be cooking in the right size pan, okay? We're not going to go ahead and open up yet, but I did choose a pan which was sizable enough, and you can all easily check. Sometimes you don't want to waste ingredients, right? It's like if you're in school or you're part of the California poor or not so wealthy, you don't want to like use up all your olive oil and your fucking butter and shit like that, and then not have and realize that you have a pan that's too small and it's not going to be right. So I got the right size pan here. We're going to also go in and I'm going to go ahead and open up my 2 cans of green beans right now. I'm going to let it sit in some garlic, some minced garlic, while we are getting ready. So, can opener. I know there's automatic ones out there. You do you, boo. All right, you do you. I don't fucking like automatic can openers. I love them. I'm bad at them. I don't know if that's a thing. Is that a thing? Is it a thing to be bad at automatic can openers? I've been having trouble with them for forever. So, anywho, we're going to go ahead and dump this out. I'm going to use this pan right here. Perfect pan size for fish. It is a thing. Those who are dumb. Right? I seem to either break them or, whatever. So I got, not the French cut, I like the regular cut. So that type of green bean right there. Pre-cooked, I know, it's a travesty. Maybe someday we'll get fancy, but this shit's cheap. This was 89 cents a can. 2 cans of green beans, that's enough for everybody's side. So I'm gonna go ahead and dump this in here. I'm gonna leave the liquid from one of the cans in here. That's the trick. Leave the liquid from one can of green beans in here, empty out the liquid from the other, then throw that garlic on top of it. We use the minced garlic. I don't know if this is the cheater's way, but whatever. I don't care. So we don't have a whole lot of this left. We gotta make do, and then I'm just gonna kind of mix it around a little bit. Garlic green beans. All right. You can actually probably start just heating it up so we have a little bit of a taste thing going on, a little bit of a smell thing going on. Smell is very important when cooking. You gotta know what you're cooking. You wanna know what you're cooking. And put a smidge of salt in there too. A smidge of salt, just a little pinch. And we're gonna use the, if you have gas, it's the small burner. Use the small burner. It's the one with no flame, barely any flame. Because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to heat this up gradually because I don't need this to cook fast at all. It's already cooked. I'm just warming it up. What up, young Mushu? Yo, dude. Thank you so much for that host, Doc. Appreciate it. Something's working. Some sort of. I have my chat bot open, so hopefully that's like reading. I don't know. But we have our salt. We have our pepper. So I mean, I'm gonna keep on recapping. You tell me if it's annoying. We have onion, lemon, tilapia, salt, pepper. We have our garlic over here. We have our green beans that are warming up. Our cut green beans that are warming up. Now I'm going to prepare the rice mixture because you got to have rice, dude. You got to have a little bit of rice. You know, it makes a good base. And I like taking all the mixture from this pan, like the shit at the bottom, like that black shit, brown shit, whatever, and fucking dumping it in the rice because it adds to that flavor. Rice is nothing. Rice is the base. And tilapia is the treble. Where's my fucking thing? There we go. Alright, so. Rice 101. Everybody, rice 101. Pour the rice in the measuring cup first, not the water. Alright? I know you put the water in the pan first, but don't put the water in the fucking measuring cup first, all right? So we're almost out. Jesus. All right, fuck it. We'll go ahead and dump that. So we got about a cup and a quarter of rice. The rule of thumb: double the water for the rice. But if you're close to a cup, 2 cups is usually enough. So I'm going to dump it into this mason jar. And then I'm going to go ahead and start getting the water fixed. Water fixed up. We got to get that water. All right, come on. Start with hot water, boils faster. Imagine that. Fucking laws of thermodynamics. You start with a already hot liquid. You don't have to use much energy to heat up the liquid once you put it on the stove. So I know the Lady Fizz and Little Fizz are hungry, so thank you everybody for hanging out. I appreciate you. I appreciate the likes and the retweets on the twits. Everybody, appreciate it. I'm gonna move this actually out to here so I can see it, and I can switch to all the. See, my stove is weird. It's a little bit cramped, but I don't want to burn myself. You know, that's something I just dislike. I don't know about anybody else. I just don't like getting burned. So we're done with the rice. Keep your garbage can close. Keep your enemies closer. We fucking rapidly heat this up. Trick with rice: put in the salt right away. All right, put in the salt right away. It'll help the rice from sticking together. And again, I'm just a dumbass trying to fucking cook something that tastes good. And then I like putting in a little bit of butter. And for the butter, I use real butter. I use real butter. R-E-E-L. Real butter. I don't use as much of it as I would if I had margarine or some sort of butter substitute, but to each their own. I like unsweetened butter. Or unsweetened, unsalted butter. I feel like you get a lot of salt out of a lot of different foods. And so you really don't need to add any salt to what's, you just don't need any extra salt. So getting unsalted butter will give you the option of having a base. If you put salted butter in anything, you're immediately adding sodium that you don't need. You're not going to taste it, and your taste buds are just going to get used to it. So let's cap this off. Give it a smidge of time, and we're almost ready to get this show on the road. The few other spices that I brought out, and these are just kind of ideas for me. Yeah, paprika, relatively cheap. They sell it in small containers. You never really need that much of it. It's not spicy. Yellow mustard. It adds I don't know. Whatever it adds, I fucking like it. So, minced onion is good. And the age-old favorite of bachelors everywhere, lemon pepper. Lemon pepper is the bomb on top ramen for Avarok. You know, you can just you can put that shit on everything essentially. So we're not going hot tonight. I would love to go hot. You know me and my peppers. We got my peppers here, but we're not doing this today. All right, we're not doing peppers. We're not doing chili peppers. We're not doing hatch peppers. Not today. Not today, everybody. Someday. Oh yeah, we're not gonna do habaneros. Oh, these peppers are rotten. We're not gonna do those habaneros ever. That's fucked up. We are not going to do ghost peppers. That smell. Trying to figure it out. Let's see. Are they warm yet? Starting to get warm? Starting. That tastes good. Green beans with minced garlic. Excellent. You can always add salt later if it's needed. Yeah, absolutely. Unsalted butter. All right. Now, if you have health concerns, of course, with butter, you know, any substitute is fine. It's not necessary. The oil that I'm using right now, I have the last of my Kirkland right here. This is just the Costco version, and I am going to start heating up the pan a little bit, just a smidge. We're just going to go with with a really low flame, just to heat up the pan just a little bit, and start getting a little butter and getting a little oil. And I know those two things are synonymous. I do know, but I want to get the spread right. So getting the spread right of the oil and the butter on this pan is key. And I also want to get the garlic on there right. So where's my butter? Where did you put it? Oh, there it is. All right. So big spoon. It's time for the big spoon. Yep. Thank you, Rhodey. Appreciate that. Oil, according to Rhodey, keeps the butter from burning. So. All right, come on, butter. There you go. Mix around the oil with the butter, and just nicely lather this pan. And I'm being pretty generous with this butter here. See how the pan is all liquidy? Because for this tilapia, I actually did dehydrate it. So, I mean, not dehydrated, defrosted. I defrosted it. Dehydrated tilapia sounds fucking disgusting. All right. I'm going to come back to the garlic and go ahead and spread this garlic around as well. We're going to use all of this garlic, baby. All of it. All of it. All right. I'm going to spread it around with that butter. We're not going to use all of it right now because I need a little bit for afterwards. Got to save a little for later. You know what I mean. No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea. I don't know what I'm talking about. And how are we doing on this? Ooh, look at that. It's just starting to percolate. We got a butter film on the top. I wish I could show you. Hold on, can I show you? Let's see. Just starting to percolate. Can you see the butter film on the top? That little white froth? That's the butter film. So as I drop the rice down into this, all right, we're gonna have a little froth action. The rice gets coated with some butter. All right. What?
I smell something burning.
Yeah, there's something on the stove, baby. It's not any of the food that I'm cooking.
Girls, they like it blanket.
Alright, stir it up a little bit, and then add a smidge more salt. Alright, just to make sure that the rice that went in isn't isn't going to have a problem unsticking from its own asshole. All right. Let's see. You gotta make some tilapia jerky? No, I'm not doing that. That's never gonna happen. That sounds fucking disgusting. All right. Let's get this heat up. So you can just kind of, once the heat is up and you've spread it around sufficiently, it is burning. Whatever. There's a smell of something burning. Probably on the bottom of these pans or whatever. Like I said. So we're gonna start in with. We're gonna get the onion in there. All right. The onion. Most important thing is to get all that garlic soaked up. All right. We don't want to waste any garlic. So we started with the green beans. We're warming up the green beans. Then you put in the rice. Sometimes it's about timing. Timing is tough, and I'll probably get the timing wrong. And my wife says that I never get the timing right as far as cooking goes. All right. You put a little minced onion as well. So I like a little crunch. And I'm going to go ahead and squeeze one at this time. Hey! I'll squeeze one of these lemon slices out in here as well. All right. So you can hear it starting to cook up. Starting to cook. Right now. Boop. This has got to go all the way down. See? It's boiling the rice a little bit too much. Now it's got to simmer. About 10 minutes to simmer. And I got to cover this up. So we can get a little bit of softness in those onions. Softness in the onions. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these tilapias out of the package. And I don't know how to fucking skin a fish or whatever. Pluck a fish, whatever you do. You know, fuck a fish. Who the fuck knows? Alright, so these fish are going to get scissored. Alright. Again, tilapia. I defrosted these ones so that I wouldn't have to like wait or do any weird cooking or not have it not have the flavors get infused inside the fish. The Korean method, yeah, that's right. You know what they say, Korean number one, all right? Yeah, well, the Koreans anyway. South Korea. All right. Got 3 large tilapia fillets. If you want to know what they were, I can't remember where I got them. I think we got them. I think we got them at Costco or maybe at Vons. I don't know. Let's see. These are definitely Costco. So these are, what I would always advise is get antibiotic-free tilapia. Because you can honestly, like if you've eaten enough tilapia, you can fucking tell the difference. It gets really gross. They're a little more expensive, definitely a little more expensive. And, but completely worth it. All right, let's stir the rice up. Make sure we're good on that. Rice is stirred. Needs to be turned down a little bit also. And let's stir up the green beans. The green beans. All right, Rhodey. All right, getting a little flavor out of these green beans here. And sometimes I'll just I'll do some quick and dirty recipes for y'all too sometime. Because like sometimes I just want some green beans and tilapia. And you can just like go right out of the freezer. I'll just do it I'll do it caveman style. Those are hot. Those are hot and they need more salt. And so we're going to add some salt on those green beans. Green beans. Let's see. Bottom one. Alright, so we now have Le steam. Now we have steam sail. And I'm going to throw in the pepper now. Alright, so we've got to throw the pepper down on top. Because you're going to put a bed of pepper and salt on the bottom. Alright, so you got the onions down there, you got the garlic on there, got the pepper and the salt. And then a lot of people will pre-introduce their fish to, the pepper and salt, but I'm not doing that. I'm going to go ahead and make the pot or the pan do the work. All right. So I got the fish down on here. Do you want to see how I laid it out? There's the fish laid out right there. Freaking bomb. All right, now we're going to put a little salt on the top of it. We're going to spray it down with some lemon, salt and pepper on the top. Little drizzle on top. Boom, boom, boom. A little more drizzle on top. A little more pepper. You gotta get more pepper. And you know what? Let's see. All right, there we go. And we'll cap it. Cover it. See how the rice is looking? Rice is starting to look good. Rice is starting to absorb that water. And then we're going to use another lemon at this time. All right. So one of the thicker lemons, we want to squeeze that all over the fishes. All right, because you also want to keep the garlic at the bottom from burning. If you put I would advise, some people will put a lemon in the pan. That's great for like turkeys and stuff like that, where you want like that infusion all the way through. But I think, in my opinion, tilapia doesn't really need like a full fish fucking infusion of goddamn lemon. Like all you need is a little lemon, and a little bit of, not all the way through. Because you don't want to have like a lemon fish. I mean, maybe you do. I don't know. I don't want a lemon fish. I'm going to drop a little more garlic on top of here. Spread it out. We use the spoon to spread it out. All right. And it's already it's going to be done so freaking fast. That's why I wait till the very last. For tilapia one, if it's dehydrated, it's defrosted. Can't get that right. Sorry about that. Twitch, whoever's watching, sorry about that, viewers. Cannot get it right for some reason. But if you start the fish first, you will have a cold fish, at the very end. I'm using a ton of butter, whatever. It's not the most healthy option, but it's a good option. It's a good fucking option, man. It's delicious. There we go. Alright. So, things to do while you're getting after it. Alright, so at the end of this, you know how I put the pepper and the salt that I'd ground in the mortar and pestle together? Like I'd separate them at first because I wanted to give salt to certain things and pepper to certain things. You could shake it out in the bottom of the bowl that you put it in. Make yourself like the perfect salt and pepper mixture. So, and you can save that. You don't have to use it all. What up, Dacaius? How you doing, man? Good to have you. Now this is the expensive person's way of doing lemon pepper. You can always just get yourself a fucking clove of garlic for like 40 cents, right? Chop that shit all up. So I mean, this is not like the cheapest way. Chop that shit all up. You don't even have to buy a lemon. You can just do oil. Fucking throw that fish in there. Throw some green beans on top of it. Put some lemon pepper on that shit. Fucking cook it till it's nice and flaky and you'll be done. Alright? Oh man, I'm sorry man. It's going around. I've seen it going around at work. Everyone's sick. People are sneezing and shit. Alright. So the rice is almost finished. I'll stir it up a little bit. Stir it up. Stir it up. Alright. But it still has a little bit of moisture to absorb. Let's turn that up a smidge. And we'll probably about ready to flip this fish. So once you, let me show you. So once the fish starts getting this white, I know it was white before, but it gets like a little bit like a beigeish color to it, it's time to flip it. Time to flip it. Gotta flip it and dip it. So if you have tongs, great. Tongs are awesome. Not completely necessary, but I have them, so I'm going to use them. And if you can see, I don't know if you can see. You can see I got a nice brown tinge to the bottom of that fish. So we're good to go. Now here's the moment where third lemon slice. All right. So we're gonna dab a little lemon on it. Dab. Give me a dab emote if you got one. And we're gonna add the rest of, not the rest, but we're gonna add some more pepper and salt. All right, pepper and salt. Maybe just a smidge, maybe a little mustard. Should I add a little mustard? What do you guys think? Should we do a little mustard? All right. Probably enough, but I have a little pepper salt mixture in case it's not peppery or salty enough at the very end. So I'm going to cover it, all right? Cover a smidge. We're going to lower this heat a little bit. See how the rice is doing. We got all kinds of fires going right now, so so the rice is going to not be quite done in time. So I got to turn up the heat. All right. Told you timing is a fucker, total fucker. But god damn, that fucking rice tastes good. He's so good. All right. Sit this one again in the back. From the front to the back, to the back to the front, where the party at. Alright. So, trick of cooking. Alright, if you live with other people and you cook, and I know that we've all experienced this, whether it's with your parents, your roommates, your significant other, whoever you live with, when they cook, they fuck that kitchen up. Alright? So, some people have an arrangement, like, you cook, I clean. But I'll tell you what, the number one solution to not having any kind of issue, right? I'm just dumping a little mustard out here. No, I appreciate it. It's awesome. Is put a little mustard on mine. That's all I want. A little mustard on mine. I'm gonna pull this off because I want a little bit of that butter to go away. So, pro tip: clean as you go. Put away your spices. Put away your salts and peppers. Put away your butter. Whatever you got. Make it easy for yourself. Because after you've eaten this fucking dish, alright? You're gonna be like, Fizban, I have a stomachache. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. After you eat this dish, you're not gonna want to do it. You're not gonna want to clean up. You kidding me? So make use. Clean the scissors. Do all that stuff. Don't throw the scissors behind your microwave like I just did. I don't know. Stuff for beginners, I guess. So I'm gonna go ahead and test this fish. All right. We've got a nice. Ooh. Here, check this out. Check this out. All right. So check this out. So. Thickest part of the fish just crumbles away. Nice. Nice. That's what you need. Is the thickest part of the fish to crumble away. You know, you poke into it. It needs actually a little bit more. It's still a little spongy. So that's the key. Like if you poke into it and you get resistance, right? That's when you want to like toss it back in just for like a couple minutes. Throw the cap on it because you want the inside of that fish. No, I wish. Smell of it would be the shit right now. But washing the knife, alright? And I gotta thank, really gotta thank some other, I gotta thank my homie Law, the Law, who is a streamer here, is he started doing this. He started doing some veggie recipes, and I really, was inspired by that. So I appreciate that guy. If you have a chance, go ahead and just follow him up. The Law. It's a good dude.
Is it ready yet?
It's almost ready, babe.
I'm hungry.
I'm timing it, babe. I'm trying to get the rice and the green beans and the fish to all work at the same time.
It smells really good.
Good. See? The smell test. The smell test. Does it sniff? Does it yiff? I don't know. Alright, so go ahead and put everything back. Wash everything. Throw it in here. I have one more lemon in case anybody wants to squeeze some down. And then I gotta wrap up this onion. Onion. Gotta wrap up the onion so that we can, we're not wasting anything. I don't want to waste anything, dog. Alright, that's good. That's boiling. This is good. It's done. Alright, we got steamy rice. It's good. That's always a positive sign. And it's like, do I have any Red Bulls in here? I don't. Whatever. I got this old ass Rockstar. I think the wife didn't like it. Fruit punch. Not too bad. Just get yourself prepared. Like as your food is getting done, okay? As your food is getting done, make sure your kitchen is done. All right, that's the key. And I am not innocent of leaving shit just all fucked up. All right, I'm not innocent of that. All right, so we're gonna test this out one more time. See how this looks. All right, the whole thing just fell apart underneath a soft touch. We're gonna plate one of these, okay? And then we'll bring it in so you can take a look at it. And we'll end stream. The wife, family, and I will eat. And then don't forget to come back. Don't forget to come back in like 45 minutes for some more exciting gameplay of The Witcher 3. All right. If you're on Twitch right now, this is gonna get uploaded to YouTube. If you're on YouTube right now and you didn't know I had a Twitch channel, maybe you should notice stuff. There's Lady's Fizz. She's starving. All right, I'm gonna plate one of these, and we're gonna get this thing looking bomb, and then we're gonna go ahead and eat. All right. So at this point, this is going to be. Get out of here, dude. If you walk in here like that, they'll be able to see you in your underwear. You want to be seen in your underwear, that's fine. You're not TOS. Do not turn the service wrong. But we're almost there.
Is that your phone case?
That's my phone case. I'm using your phone to chat with the stream.
Okay.
All right. So I appreciate. Were you coming in there for that? All right. So I'm gonna get a little bit of rice. All right. We'll make a little. I don't know, like a rice boob. Here we'll make a rice boob. And let me get the biggest and the best right here. With tilapia, whole piece of tilapia, some onions over the rice. There we go. And we'll get a spoon with holes in it. Very, 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 very necessary because we used some liquid and we steamed up these green beans. All right, we're gonna go ahead and give ourselves a nice healthy portion. Now we have big plates, so this is actually a big meal here. Even though on the plate it's gonna go look really, really, really small. All right, and then just for a little extra color on the top of the rice, a little dirty salt. All right, dirty salt. There we go. Boom. All right, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to the first episode of Feast with Fizz. We've just completed our not a challenge. completed tilapia, green beans, rice. We made it with onions, garlic, lemon, pepper, Himalayan salt, lots and lots of butter. Probably not the most healthy thing in the world, but I really appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out. I'll be live again probably in about 45 minutes to an hour, and then we'll start talking about what we're going to do next week. Thank you everybody. I really appreciate you. Show each other some hype. You guys are awesome. If you're just coming in for the end of this, it's a really short one. We're going to save the video. We're going to highlight it. We're going to export it. And, beginning of the new year. This is exciting for me. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Have a wonderful night.